Chapter 3.333, Cruelty, still written by Ben in black ink. There was a sudden noise and Blizzard stood to attention. "Disappear," he whispered. Miguel held my hand and I was amazed as he and I dissolved into thin air. "So here you are," said Theeve in his horribly proud voice, "just where I left you." He moved over to Blizzard and held his throat with both his hands. "I hope you've not moved an inch. I hope you've not been tempted to sit down." Blizzard shook his head. "No, sir," he said. "Liar," said Theeve. "You know my spies are everywhere." Blizzard looked down. "Stand tall," said Theeve. Blizzard pulled back his shoulders. "Salute me," said Theeve. Blizzard did as he was told. "Now take off your shoes," said Theeve. "You won't have that luxury any more. For your disobedience, your feet can feel the cold as well as your arms. Give me your shoes and your blazer." Blizzard did as he was told. He stood shivering as Theeve laughed, frosty breath coming from his mouth. The room was like a fridge. Theeve looked grand in his fur coat and as proud as anything. "So this is the great Blizzard, the one who was destined to grow up to be a time wizard. Well, that dream is over." Blizzard stood staring blankly at Theeve. "Get on your knees and beg," said Theeve. "I might consider returning your blazer or your shoes." Blizzard continued to stand and stare directly at Bishop Theeve. "No?" asked Theeve, turning to go. But before he did, he launched himself back at Blizzard, stomping his shoe down hard, just missing Blizzard's bare feet. "I could crush your toes," he said, "and I should." I could see the terrified look in Blizzard's eyes, and I wanted to attack Theeve, but Miguel stopped me. Theeve glared at Blizzard. "Vile child," he said. "Now sleep here for the night, and don't even think about telling anyone about any of this, or I'll have you killed. You must learn the discipline of silence. This school has an excellent reputation, and I don't want an idiot like you wrecking that." Blizzard said nothing. "And don't tell anyone that I told you not to tell anyone," said Theeve. "Understood?" "Yes, sir," said Blizzard. Theeve pulled a face. "Right," he said. "I'll have my men check on you, and you know how cruel they can be." Blizzard didn't flinch. He just stood there. Chapter 3.3333, Staying Warm. As soon as Theeve had gone, Miguel took off his blazer and wrapped it around Blizzard, and we put Miguel's socks and my shoes onto Blizzard's feet. "No," said Blizzard, taking off the blazer. "He'll only beat me. But thank you." Miguel frowned and then waved his hands to make an old-fashioned heater appear. "But Theeve will see it," I said. Miguel spoke some words, and the heater became invisible and then visible. "There," said Miguel. "We can see it, but no one else can. When he returns, just turn it off and move away a few paces. He'll be wearing his fur coat anyway, so he won't notice a thing. Arrogant prig." Blizzard sighed. "Thank you," he said, but his voice was empty. Blizzard looked at Miguel and shook his head. "I can't take much more," he said. "I hate their cruelty. What is wrong with them? Do they get a kick out of being unkind?" "It's the evil," said Miguel. "I'm not saying they'd be much better without the evil, but Mudfog is full of such an evil cruelty, and it doesn't want to budge." "Can't your magic shift it?" I asked. "My magic?" asked Blizzard, his face almost blank with sadness. "Well, both of your magic," I said. "All our magic." Blizzard looked down. "When things are bleak," said Miguel, "magic feels as if it's a million miles away." "A billion, said Blizzard without looking up.